What's going on, guys? Been a while. I think the only thing I've really done here recently was that short. And, well, part of it's just been still not a lot going on. We're still just kind of hanging out, waiting for lambing to start. The other thing is we've had plenty of wind. So it hasn't exactly been conducive to filming anyways. And the other problem is I just really haven't felt up to it. So, and yeah, that's always an issue. I enjoy making videos. It's just that you got to be motivated enough to do it. But it's been a struggle this spring. I mean, we've been dry, especially for us. I mean, we've had maybe we've had 1.5 inches in the month of April. So, of total moisture, which is not near enough. I mean, nowhere near enough. We did get 1 inch the week that I was gone on vacation. So, maybe I need to go on vacation more often, or at least I'll use that as an excuse. Let me flip the camera around. I didn't go ahead and move the sheep today. I left them in a paddock. They're in a pretty good sized paddock. And yeah, I'm pushing them a little bit. There is some rye left there still. But sometimes that's what you gotta do when you are struggling with, or when the plants are struggling to grow because of lack of moisture. Basically since last year we were normal, or just 1 inch shy of our quote-unquote normal precip. But like this winter, it was just a cold enough winter, and it was a dry enough fall that we just didn't get any good growth last fall. It got established, but that was it. By no means did we have any excess growth. And so then you're playing catch up all spring, and we haven't had, in any uncertain terms, any excess moisture in the spring here. And we haven't been super cold, but we just, every time that we'll get warm in the day, but every time you get close down to freezing, or you do get below freezing, like in March, I mean, stuff just doesn't really take off, even though you've had warm days. If it keeps on getting below freezing at night, it's just hard for stuff to get up and going, so it's just been a struggle. I mean, there's some rye out in the field that we grazed that it's probably 12 inches tall maybe, and it's shooting ahead. So, and that's rye. And granted, we grazed it, so it's been stressed, and then you throw in the drought in on top of it, it's stress. I mean, there's not a whole lot of people in the state that are in a real good situation. So, and then the wind on top of everything doesn't help. I mean, like I said, we did have that inch of rain, and went out and dug yesterday. The boys were with me. He said wind was blowing like a banshee, and it was dirty in the air. I mean, there's a little dirt in the air today, but nothing like it was yesterday. But we have moisture. We do have moisture in the soil profile right now. Can find the earthworms. We were, before that inch of rain, we were dry, and you weren't going to find worms just because the moisture wasn't there. And the worms have to have moisture, but I don't know. May really needs to turn around. We really need to get we probably need about 5-6 inches in May in order to really get to a spot for the upcoming summer that kind of feel comfortable, kind of feel like we have a good chance. Because if we don't, I tell you what, it's going to be an interesting year. So that is definitely part of the reason why I haven't been making videos, or haven't been putting out any content. But I did make an interesting observation yesterday. And one of these days, when it's nice enough, I'll go and show you. But the stuff that I drilled, the rye that I drilled this spring, it's really hit and miss on how good the stand is. The more residue I was drilling through, the poor quality of the stand is in general. And we got mustard coming up in some areas, pretty good. But where we out of my little play paddock, my play pocket, whatever you want to call it, where we were experimenting with the pumpkins and stuff last year, we have a really good thick stand of rye. And I don't know if it's because so not this winter, but I guess the winter of 21-22, that's where the sheep wintered all winter. That's where we fed the hay at with a bale processor, and the sheep were there a lot. So I don't know if it's because we had a good concentration of nutrients and such and carbon, and it's just taken a whole year to really realize the benefits of it, or it was from all the diversity from the garden. I don't know. I really can't say. I guess we will find out after this year. I guess going in next year, where we done a lot of winter feeding at this winter. So yeah, keep up with me. So we will find out next spring of 2024 if where we fed for the winter of 2023-2022, if that's what the difference was. If it was just the concentrated carbon and manure and urine and just the hoof action, and if that will make the difference and it just takes a whole year to really see it pay off, or if, like I said, it was just the diversity of the pumpkins and the millets and all the different things that it had in it. I don't know. I really don't know. So like I said, I'll show you as soon as we get a decent day out there without too much wind and I'm feeling motivated. I'll take you out there and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because it's, big time difference. I can definitely notice the difference, and it's just one of those things that's like, like you sit there and scratch your head. So I'll try and get some more stuff up there. I'm gonna try and put something out every day once we start lambing. Hopefully, we'll see. By the end, it might get a little tough. Start of lambing is always a whole lot better than the lambing. Once you get to the end of lambing, like, okay, ready to be done. And we have it pretty easy where we do lamb with Mother Nature and we lamb outside. We have it pretty easy, but no matter what, it's a long process. So I'll shut up. I'll quit rambling. So I always appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Hit that like button. Leave a question, leave a comment as always, and see you next time, guys. Thanks.